Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, we are going on with a topic called as fortified rice. I hope every one of you have heard about this term fortified, or at least regarding biofortification, regarding golden rice. Yes, golden rice, which is enriched with vitamin A, isn't it? And vitamin A, if you see, beta carotene gene is introduced into the rice. As a result, what happens? We can get golden rice. So why this fortified rice? But the biofortification regarding golden rice, that's different. I'm just going to the context with what we have learned. But normally, if you see, why this has came into the news? This has came into the news regarding a step of the center. Center means the union ministry, right? A step of the center regarding the distribution of, you can see, this much of fortified rice till December 2021 through Anganwadis and midday meals at government school. I hope every one of you know regarding the midday meal scheme, isn't it? Midday meal scheme for the poor people. Do you know which is the state that initiated the midday meal for the very first time? Tamil Nadu, right? The midday meal scheme was for the very first time initiated in the state of Tamil Nadu. And then what happened? This scheme became so popular. Not only popular, it actually became very much successful, right? As it became very much successful, this appeal went into the Supreme Court. And as a result, the Supreme Court asked to the other states as well that for the beneficiary of the poor people, this midday meal scheme should be given. Anyway, coming to that, ultimately, what is fortification? Fortification is giving some vitamin or mineral content into the diets. That's all we want, right? Now, if you see FSSI, according to the food safety norms, 1 kg of fortified rice, if you see the fortified rice that is given in the midday meal, it consists of iron, this much of iron. It consists of certain amount of folic acid, and it consists of certain amount of vitamin B12. These are the most important composition of fortified rice that is given to the people through the Anganwadis or whatever. Now, if there is deficiency of iron, if there is deficiency of folic acid, if there is deficiency of vitamin B12, then I hope you remember there will be a disease called as anemia. Whenever there is anemia, we take iron, folic acid, and vitamin B12. Am I right? We all take this. So, anemia, pernicious anemia, whatever is the case, something that will result into anemia. And the poor people, the poorer class, the poorer section, they are very much they're very much vulnerable to these kind of things, to anemia. And especially if you think about the girls who have reached puberty. As the girls reach puberty from a certain stage, every month there will be the menstrual cycle, and the girls, of course, they require this iron folic acid supplement in regular. But the poor people, in normal, they cannot afford from outside. So if everything is integrated into the normal food that you are taking, so it's a really very, very kind of good initiative. Do you agree with me that it's a good initiative? Yes. Apart from that, you can also see these are the major things. Apart from that, slightly, the fortified rice could get combined with zinc, with vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, B6, B3, all these things could also be present. So remember, main thing is this, right? Okay. Next, if you think from the context of the month of February, I think this picture will give you a clear idea what has gone through the month of Feb, right? Yes, the union budget, the budget given by our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman. Yes, yes, yes. Very good, everyone. Very good. Yes. So let us see what she has said. There are different things, but with context to ecology, environment, and with science and tech, let us see what has the budget said. 5 river linking project has been announced in the union budget. Okay, 5 river linking project. So what are these 5 river linking project? One is the Godavari Krishna, Krishna Pennar, Pennar Kaveri, Damanganga Pinjal, and Partapi Narmada. These are the 5 projects under which some amount has been sanctioned for its development. Now, when we talk about river interlinking projects, so basically, river interlinking projects, 2 river channels are interlinked for various purposes. If we'll have to look into the advantages, first and foremost, the major advantage will be the case that it will have the tendency to solve the problem of drought and flood. Suppose here is one state, suppose here is a state A and here is the state B. State A, every year it gets flooded. Okay, it has surplus amount of water. Whenever there is the monsoon rain, there will be flood. As a result of flood, what happens? The agriculture of this state A is affected. Now, if you see the context of state B, this state B is not having surplus water. If a particular area is not having, if it does not have surplus water, then during a particular season, sometimes what happens? This could result into drought. Now, a river that is passing through this state, a river is also passing through this state. So we could create an interlink among these 2 rivers so that the surplus water from A could get flown into this state B. As a result, agriculture of this area will also be saved, and along with that, of course, if there is drought, it also leads to lots and lots of problems in this region as well, right? So this region will also get water which was earlier with deficit of water. This is the main context of river interlinking project and the main advantage. Is it clear for everyone? Okay, great. Then of course, navigation will be developed, isn't it? Transportation cost will get reduced if the rivers are interlinked. Automatically navigation will be developed and waterways are very much cheaper medium, we know, right? And moreover, large scale afforestation and tourist spot will be built. Obviously, if there was a place which was having drought, now from some area they are getting water, so that drought prone area will gradually it will become greener. And you may never know that once it becomes greener, people has the tendency to move towards greener. We always love scenic beauty, so it can be turned into scenic beauty. It might turn into tourist spot as well. So these are some other advantages, and it can solve the problem of drinking water in the drought prone areas. And financially, how financially? Agriculture will rise up in both of the states, right? So once agriculture rises up, agriculture is a major thing in case of India. So once agriculture rises up, definitely our finance will also boost up. So these are the advantages of river interlinking projects. Am I clear with all the advantages? Okay. Next. everything has their own advantage and disadvantage, right? Everything will be having. Just because river interlinking projects have so many advantages, it doesn't mean that it won't have any disadvantage. If you see, there are also certain disadvantages. First and foremost, have you heard about the Ken-Betwa River Interlinking Project? Yes, UP and MP. Why this Ken-Betwa has been introduced? The first river, if someone asks you which one is the first river interlinking project of our country, it's the Ken-Betwa River Interlinking Project. Okay, so this Ken-Betwa River Interlinking Project, that these two rivers, the tributaries, isn't it? Actually, they are the tributaries. There is a region in UP. I hope you all have heard. Yes, Bundelkhand. This region is very much drought prone, and in order to save this region, this drought prone Bundelkhand region, okay, the Ken-Betwa River Interlinking Project has been initiated. But there is a but. In Madhya Pradesh, there is also the Panna Tiger Reserve. Okay, Panna National Forest, Panna Tiger Reserve. It's a tiger reserve, as you can see from the name. And because of this project, there is a tendency, all the people, the environmentalists and the other conscious people, they are saying that this river interlinking project could create a problem to the Panna Tiger Reserve. Why? Because Madhya Pradesh, in that area, they already have the surplus water, and if there is interlink during the monsoon period, there could be backflow of the water. Yes, there could be backflow of the water, and it could create flood. If there is flood, it will be a threat to the tiger population in that area. And when we are specifying it as tiger reserve, our primary duty should be conservational efforts of the tiger. So this is an important, a major disadvantage, that it has effect on the protected areas. So when we say protected areas, it could be a national park, it could be a wildlife sanctuary, it could be any biosphere reserve. So is this point clear for everyone? Okay. Then, just like the animals will be affected during the monsoon if there is backflow, similarly, there could be displacement of people as well, right? So in this way, displacement of people, and you cannot imagine there will be more increment in flood. Although ideally we are thinking that, okay, surplus water, we are giving it to a deficient region, but during a certain period, there will be more and more concentration of flood, and thereby it could affect in a major way. So these are all together some things regarding river interlinking project.